Well, good morning, everybody. So I'm here at a park in East Vancouver, Washington, that I'm going to prospect this morning. I've never been here before. I was just digging through the maps and found this one kind of off the beaten path. I am going to run the big coil this morning, like I always do when I'm prospecting. I have about 2.5 hours that I can hunt before the Packer game. I definitely want to get home and watch the Packer game this morning. I don't get a lot of them on TV out here, so we're going to give this a go. I am going to be doing some gridding. My standard process is I'm going to hit around the tot lot. I'll probably fly through the chips, quickly, but I'm not really a fan of doing the chips. But there's a lot of times there's parents in there, and every once in a while I get lucky and find something in them. But my primary focus will be on the grass around the chips where parents stand, and I will be hitting this area here in the middle. So I'm just going to prospect around and see what I can find. If that's pretty good, then I'll probably come back here and hit a bunch of this hillside and give it some time gridding and put the smaller coil on. So I'll bring you on the first target. So settings this morning, we're going to be running Park 1, noise cancel, ground balance, find a nice dead spot. That's good. My volume is down at 22 because of the headphones I run. I don't need to have it fully cranked up because of these August headphones. All right, I'm going to turn off my threshold. I had that on in Maui. 5 tones. Recovery speed, I'll start with it a little bit higher just because I don't know how much trash is here, and I'll run F2 at 5. If there's a lot of trash, I will turn the F2 up, and I will turn the recovery speed up to 8. Or if there's not a lot of trash, if it's pretty quiet, I'll turn that recovery speed down, and I'll probably even turn the F2 down even farther. So, well, first target, we'll bring you back. First target's probably foil. I got a banging 4. There we go. Another piece of foil. Coin. Penny. Bouncy target, 20 to 30. It's penny. Really good target, 11, 12. And it's going to be a sprinkler head. Finally a good coin. 3031, it says to me, dollar coin. Nope, just a quarter. Usually quarters come up for me at 29 to 30. Dollar coins at 3031. 13 here under the slide. And it's a nickel. 25, 26. It's pretty deep. Copper penny. Here's the sound we all love. $33, $34. Oh, and one of my favorite targets. Another car. It says Happy Holidays on the side of the car. It's like a fastback Mustang. 27, 28. Sounds like a quarter or a dime. Or car number 2. This is a Mach 1 Mustang. Somebody's a Mustang fan. Got a fastback and a Mach 1. So I just flew through the chips in about 10 minutes, and I found 3 coins and 2 cars. It doesn't mean a ton, but it's not a good indication that there's going to be a lot of targets here. It's kind of what I'm using for prospecting. Again, I'm going to keep working this area where shade, hillside, where parents will sit. Hopefully we can find 9, 10, 11. Loud target. Or foil. So what I'm finding here is virtually no coins. I've got, out of the grass, I think I've gotten 1 penny. Out of the chips, I got 3 coins, but there's nothing here. So I'm gonna give this about 10 more minutes, maybe 1 more loop around here. I'll crisscross this lower section, and then if I'm not starting to find targets, I'm out of here. I'll head to another park. I'm not gonna waste my time spending hours in a park that's clean. But there's really just trash signals. 25, 26. This should be a dime. Dime. Clippy 28 to 30. Thought it was recording and it wasn't. It's like a little battery. One of those vape pen batteries or something. 26, 28. Sounds like a dime. Getting a little better now that I'm moving away from the top lot. Dime. Well, I should have recorded this. I thought it was just a loud penny or just some junk, but I got an entire set of keys. It's falling apart already. There's a loud 20, house keys, padlock keys, all kinds of keys, and a tag. Maybe we can get some information off the tag and get it back to the owner, but it's a pretty good find. 21, 22, 23, 24. And that's why it was ringing high. 2 pennies stacked. 22, 23, banging 7. 7 all the way through. And we got a dog tag. Macbon puppy. We'll give them a call and see if we can return that to them. Another 1 or 21. Surface penny. Now, here's how I'm going to try to get this surface penny. It's right there with the pinpointer. My caret's on number 2 sensitivity. So then I'll take my digger and I'll try to locate it. And if I can feel it, I'll just pop it out. I'm not feeling it, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig. A lot of times when they're sitting flat, you can just take and feel it and feel the edge and then just pop it right up. Then you don't even have to dig a hole. So on this next target that I come up to, wherever it is, I'm gonna show you how I pinpoint with this big coil. Because the pinpoint feature is, in a lot of cases, there's too much trash. Here it sounds like a foil target, but it could be a gold chain, could be a lot of things. So I dig all these foil targets. And what I do is I'm going back and forth. I tighten up my swing until I've got it dead over the center of the center bar. And back up until it stops. Once it stops, it's right in front of the coil. But it's going to be right there, even though the pinpointer isn't picking it up. If that's small gold or foil that's a little deeper, the pinpointer won't pick it up. I can also turn my pinpointer onto number 3 sensitivity. Okay, so we have an old abandoned, well, it's not abandoned, this sprinkler has a spring in the side of it. Just very quiet signal. Here's a good target. We got a 15, 16 here. I'm going to shorten my swing and back up till it stops. It's right in front of the coil. It's right there. It's right where it was, in front of the coil. Now when I'm in this area and I want to find exactly what side, because it's sounding the same on all sides, I'll get it humming, press the button once. Now it's only going to trigger on the target. So it's the retune button on the pinpointer, and it zooms you right in to where your target is. Again, not a good target. It sounded good, but it gets you through these targets a lot faster and it allows you to clear more targets. So that retune feature on your pinpointer, once you get that hole opened up and your pinpointer's going off on every side and you don't know what side to dig, press that button one time while it's beeping at you or while it's vibrating, and it'll zoom it right into the one spot. This is a 25-27, but I'm registering it up here. And with the pinpoint feature, it shows me it's a huge target. So it's a can. So I'm not going to dig it. So I'm not finding the targets that I want. So I'm going to start moving around a little bit in this park, because this is a prospect. And the grid is not working over there. Not enough coins to justify sticking around in that area. $12, $13, $14. And if you notice, that's right where the tip of the coil was. I've got that pinpointed to a point where I can dig a 3 to 4 inch wide plug, and it should be in the middle of it. And that's with the 15-inch coil. So let's see what we got in here. We got ourselves a nickel. Yes, it's one of those face nickels with a buffalo on the back. Not a real buffalo nickel. So I'm going to hit a couple other little areas, and it'll really make a decision for me on whether or not it's worth hunting this park and giving it some time with a smaller coil. I may have a nickel and a quarter signal here. Watch it be a bottle cap. Oh, there's the nickel. Where's the quarter? Just another face nickel. Let's find that quarter. I like to see. This is right on the surface. There it is. And it's a quarter. Okay, this side might be a little more promising. 25, 26, dime. There's my dime. $11, $12. Let's hope it's not a sprinkler. It's right there. Again, tiny little plug. Right number. It's the right number. I don't see a mark right now, but it's also quite muddy. I don't see any corrosion on it. So we're gonna have to get a better picture of this once I clean it up. It looks really good, but I'm just not seeing a stamp right now. So there you go, 1112, possibly a gold ring. It's got some weight to it, so I'm hopeful that I'll find a stamp in there. That's awesome. I was about to give up on this park. Wait a minute. There's a stamp right there on the outside. That's gold, baby. That's definitely gold. Stamps on the outside. We'll get close-ups of that. I'll look at it with a loop and make sure, but I think we got gold ring number 17 this morning. One of my upcoming videos, we will be first, got a 2122. It's right on the surface. There it is. Didn't even have to dig it. Just probed around until I found it, popped it out. One of my upcoming videos, I'm going to go on a silver hunt and actually focus on silver. Something that I struggle to do because I dig midtones. I dig all midtones. So I'm going to force myself to not dig midtones. 18, 19, 20. Almost knocked it back in the hole. Penny. I always dig all these midtones, and because I'm chasing gold. And when you're chasing midtones, you spend all your time digging midtones, and I don't look for silver. So I'm going to force myself to turn off, to use some discrimination, not all metal mode, and eliminate the midtones, the gold tones, so that I actually focus on digging some of the silver targets. Here's a good quarter signal. 30-31. And I see the outline of the quarter. It's got to be right there. There it is. Now this is really what I'm looking for in a park, is a 3 to 4 inch quarter that's this color, because this tells me if somebody's really hunted a park. When you're finding quarters, you know that it's pretty much unhunted. Now I'm not finding a lot still. That's only my third one, and one came from the tot lot, which is definitely a fresh drop. That's the first deeper one that I found. So I'm not convinced on this park yet. 19, 20, 23, 24, 25, 26. And that number just keeps climbing. And here it is, and a coin ball. Well, it's just a dime. 19, 20. So I can get my pinpointer to tell me where it's at. It means I can take a small plug. There it is. And you might ask, why do I keep taking pennies? Keep taking pennies. I have 3 gold rings in my box that were penny signals. I will dig every penny signal. I'll dig every foil signal that's a good solid repeater. It doesn't bounce all over. Gold tones. Time signal. 25 to 29. Funny how the coin balls happen. And there we go. Another dime. And another 29.30. This one sounds like a quarter. It's a quarter. Again, the right depth, which says somebody hasn't detected this area. 24 to 27. This sounds like a dime. Let's find the coin ball. And there's a clad dime. Now that was mixed in with a bunch of other signals, so I was having a little bit of a harder time separating it. I do have my recovery speed on 8 now, because some of these areas have been pretty trashy. Now this is an 8, and to me, this is what gold rings and stainless steel rings sound like. It stopped, so right there in front of the coil right now is exactly where the target will be. Just a piece of foil, but you gotta dig those targets. Every one of them. Here's the tone of the century. $12.13. Glad to find the nickels, but wish they were all gold. Boy, that sounded good. A jumpy 18, 19, 20. And this is why it's a screw. I don't know why screws give you such weird signals. It's got to have something to do with the threads that run up the shaft. But jumpy 18, 19, 20. 19, 20, penny. Grunty. Okay, we got something interesting here. Tag off of something. Something valve. Let's tag off a valve. That's interesting though. It's nice to see something different. Here I got a screaming 26. 26, 27. I'm gonna raise my coil. I'm 2 feet off the ground and it's still, hear it. That's a can. 32, 33. Doesn't change. It's a little deeper. Probably another one of those valves. Whatever that big thing was. Now I'm gonna retune right now, so I know exactly where it's at. Another piece of channel. Folded over aluminum channel. So, full tab signal. Now it's a solid 13. Another nickel. 15, 16, 17. Probably a piece of a can, doesn't sound like it though. Where is zipper pull? There we go. Time for new gloves. They're starting to wear out. That don't last too long. 2021 on the surface. Right there. Come to the edge of it, pop it up, pull the penny. Quarter signal. Here, I'll see if you guys can hear all the signals. This area is really trashy. It's right there. Quarter. Good, Chris, 14, 15. What do we have here? Oh, we have a button. A jeans button. $25, $26. Dime. $12, $13. $12, $13. Another nickel. 11, 12, 13. Another nickel. $27, $29. And this time we have a ring for a giant. Is it marked? Yeah, right. Some sort of a washer or something. Well, I'm coming up to the end of my time here, and my conclusion is this park is worth hitting again. It's not super high percentage, but there's some good targets here. The 15-inch coil is too big in most areas. That's why I prospect with it. It allows me to cover a lot of ground and see the targets and find out what they are. This is a 13, solid 13. Another broken pull tab. That 15-inch coil lets me get around and cover some area. $16, $17. A few grunts in there. Inside of a bottle cap and a big chunk of foil. But I think this has been a productive hunt. I mean, I like getting out to these parks that I've never been to and find out if they're worth coming back and spending some time to grid the whole park. Surface penny. It's right there. And we'll poke it. There it is. Work back to the edge. Pop it up. There you go. So I'll put together a quick wrap up here and show you everything I found and if I can ever get out of here. 24 to 26 is going to be a dime. I'll show you a quick wrap up and hopefully I'll be able to put pictures of a hallmark on that ring. But that's ring number 224 for the year. And if it's gold, that's the 17th gold ring that I've got. So pretty amazing year, especially for my 18 months in. So anyways, thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. So here's the wrap up for the video. I ended up with 2 cars, 5 quarters, 10 nickels, 10 dimes, 36 pennies. That one keychain with 5 keys on it, dog tag, which I will give back to the owner. The valve tag, can't see with the camera. This giant ring, which is not a ring, but if somebody wears a size 21 ring, I have one for you. And then the find of the day. This is marked 585 here on the bottom, so that it is a 14K ring. The diamonds are not real. I did test those, but it's definitely another one to add. So number 17 on the year, and I have not weighed it. So, but thanks everybody for watching, and have a great day.